This video is brought to you by BossRootin.com with big sales on now, and PowerPerformanceProducts.com, where you can receive $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects, the best pre-workout supplements on the market.
Spencer Lazar, MMAinterviews.tv, alongside Strikeforce CEO Scott Coker. Got a big event tonight, of course, with the UFC, but we're going to talk about next week's Strikeforce, January 7th. Rockhold and King Mo are featured on this card. We were just talking with them. Talk about the fight next week.
Well, you have Luke Rockhold, who was really built up on the Strikeforce Challengers fight card, and then made his jump when he fought Jacare. But he's a kid that, for many years now, the coaches over at AK said this is going to be the guy, and so we signed him when he was probably two, 3 years ago, and kind of tested him out through the Challenger Series, and he had some injuries, and but after that Jacare fight and becoming our champion, not just becoming our champion, but he proved to me that he could fight at all the different levels. He could do the stand-up, he could do the ground fighting. I think King Mo called him the White Kung Lee today, so that was pretty funny. But the kid is a young kid, but tremendously talented. Jiu-jitsu's great, wrestling's great, stand-up's great. So he's got the whole package, and to fight a crafty veteran like Keith Jardine, you never know what's going to happen. King Mo, Larkin. I mean, King Mo is, he's a star either way. I mean, the guy is such a he should have his own TV show called Mo's Corner or something. And then, Larkin's a guy that is undefeated, came up through the Challengers. This is his first big fight on, this platform. But when I think of Lorenz, and he told me this too, he says, I got nothing to lose. I'm going to go out there and try to knock his head off, And he's a intimidating striker, and I think that when you look at his style, it reminded me of a K1 fighter named Michael McDonald, But again, this is MMA, and I hope he's doing his groundwork, because I know that King Mo is going to at some point put him on his back, and that's going to be the question is, can Lorenz hang when the fight gets to the ground? And then and don't forget Robbie Lawler. I mean, Robbie Lawler has been around a long time, but he's still a young guy. And to fight Alden, who also came up in the Challenger show, I mean, he is a very talented Russian fighter. To me, that style of fight is going to make for a very entertaining matchup. So we got some great fights on the card, and then the undercard is going to be on Showtime Extreme from 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock East Coast time. So people can watch 4 hours of MMA that night on Showtime Extreme, and then on Showtime Televisions to watch a championship fight. So we're proud to host it. It's going to be at a beautiful venue, the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Which, if you haven't seen a fight at the venue, come on down, because it is an amazing place to watch a fight. It's a very intimate venue, but the production value is unbelievable, and we're excited to be there for the first time.
It seems like you had a big effort to put a lot of your stars on this card. Was there a thought process to that to begin 2012 here with all the featured fighters kind of that you're going to have in the weight class in the mix throughout 2012?
Well, I think that the one thing that Strikeforce has continually delivered is great fights and great matchups. And if you look at the fights we put on last year or 2011, going into 2000 and 2010, 2009, and we've put on some amazing fights, and that's going to continue. And I think that the fight on January 7th is going to be it's going to be a really important day for us, because it's the launch of the new relationship with Showtime and Strikeforce under the Zuffa umbrella, so everybody knows that we're all going to be a family. We're all going to be in this together, as well as it's a free preview weekend for Showtime. So instead of being available in 20 million homes on Showtime, it's going to be available, I believe, in 75 million homes across the country. So a lot of people will be able to watch it and order Showtime after they watch it, because the amazing value for MMA on Showtime is exceptional. If you think about the fee of what it costs to get Showtime compared to the great fights you get all year long, it's a great value. So, we're proud to be part of that on January 7th, the free preview weekend, and I think the fights are going to live up to the expectations, and there's going to be great programming and great fights, and great for the MMA fans and great for us.
I know Tarek Saffiedine is very interested in getting back up there and getting a rematch with Tyron should he get past Jordan Mean. Is that a fight that would happen if both those guys do get a win? Would Tarek be sort of in line if he's has a dominant performance?
I tell you, Sean Shelby, the matchmaker, and I will sit down after the fight and evaluate. But I think that if you look at those two fights on the card, I mean, I think that it's something that I think it will be have a title implications, right? And so whether it's the next fight or if that's going to be the title fight, I mean that still has to be determined. But winning that fight is going to be a big move for Tarek if he can be victorious.
And last question, March 3rd, there's been some talk about at the Arnold Festival, another Strikeforce event, maybe Ronda and Miesha Tate being made with the heavyweight Grand Prix final. What are the outlook on that?
Well, you know what, we're looking to do the tournament at some point before the end of the first quarter. The fight being on that date is not finalized yet, so there's really nothing to announce, but hopefully we'll have something in the next week or so.
And can you confirm anything if Ronda is going to be the next opponent for Miesha Tate?
I'm not sure if that's been confirmed, but I can guarantee this: between Ronda, Miesha, and let's say even Cyborg, I believe in sometime in 2012. I think you'll see all those fights happen that the fans want to see, and that I'd like to personally see. I think Ronda's an amazing fighter. I think she's a dangerous fighter, and I think Ronda and Miesha will happen in 2012, but we're just not sure when.
Okay. Appreciate the time. I'm Spencer Lazar. This man is Scott Coker, CEO of Strikeforce. Watch UFC 141 this evening, and of course next week, January 7th, free preview on Showtime.
Godspeed and party on.